Buckcherry coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. The rock station TK101. We are live at Bayfest and on TK101.com. We got streaming video of all our interviews over the weekend. Continuous Bayfest coverage continues. We're here with Keith Nelson, who is one of actually the original members of Buckcherry from way back when the band got started in 1993, and you guys were called Sparrow.
That's right.
So it's very cool to meet you.
Right on, man. Good to meet you.
Welcome back to the Gulf Coast. The last time we saw you, in fact, I just mentioned this to you before we went on. I saw you, I want to say it was May 2007, Captain Fun Beach Club, Pensacola Beach, and that was probably the best concert I saw that year. You guys are just a great live band. Even with that hiatus, when you guys put the band back together and hit the road, what was the dynamic of new members in the band and getting that Buckcherry sound back?
Well, it was really like the $6 million man of rock and roll. We can rebuild it stronger. It was really all about having the vibe with the band members be better than it was before, and we got really lucky that we added guys to the band that are phenomenal musicians, great guys to hang out with. Just everything's just in a much more positive place for the band, and I think it comes through in the songs and the live show and just how we hang out together. It's just all better.
Keith Nelson from Buckcherry is with us. So you spent a chunk of the summer on the road with Motley Crue, and when you imagine the debauchery potential there is with Motley Crue and Buckcherry on a cross-country tour, it kind of boggles the mind. Was it a wild time, or was this Crue Fest like just business only? What is it like on the road?
Well, it was a lot of guys in wheelchairs. You know what it was?
Well, is it Mick Mars and like...
No. Let me just tell you something about Mick Mars. Plays his butt off every night.
Right.
And couldn't be a nicer guy in rock and roll. That tour exceeded any expectations of just sheer stupidity and debauchery that we had anticipated. It was so much fun. I didn't want them.
And who else were you on with? Papa Roach was on that tour?
Papa Roach was on that tour. 6 AM was on that tour. Trapped was out. Oh yeah.
That sounds like a great tour. Would have loved to have seen it in these parts. So you're back with the new album, Black Butterfly, and this is coming off of course, a huge hit album with 15. What first off was the success of 15 and really how that thing not only hit with Crazy Bitch, but then stuck around, right? They're having a big top 40 single with Sorry. Did that surprise you? And is there some pressure for this album to perform Black Butterfly as well as the last one?
Well, I mean, you got to remember when we made that record, we didn't even have a record deal. So actually, any kind of success beyond finishing the record was kind of gravy for us, Yeah, we've always had songs on our records that I think had the potential, like Sorry and Crazy Bitch, but we never fully got realized, and we finally are in business with some people that believe like we do, and got behind it and helped us get the music out there, and then we toured for 2 years non-stop, so that didn't hurt either. So that was a pleasant surprise. As far as the pressure for Black Butterfly, we just really wanted to get back to the place that we were at when we wrote 15, which was this little dumpy rehearsal room in North Hollywood, California. And it was just the 5 of us standing in a circle, writing songs, rehearsing. So we kind of went back to that whole mindset, and we spent a little bit longer writing the record, but we recorded it very quickly in 21 days, which is quick by today's standards. We did 15 in 15 days, so we really splurged and added a week to the recording process. It's really just no frills without overthinking it, just rock and roll, that's what we wanted to get across.
If you spend too much time in the studio, I suppose you could get in your head when you're overanalyzing every little measure of music on the album.
Yeah, and with technology now, you can analyze every single little thing, and we didn't really want to be in that headspace. We just wanted to be, we're 5 guys, this is what we sound like, let's just get that across and make it happen.
Well, always straight up rock and roll from Buckcherry, which we're going to get here on the Bayfest Pepsi stage tonight. Huge crowd out there. It is going to be. And have you seen the topless display going on between bands out there? You guys are in for a wild one, I'm telling you.
We are a clothing optional band. We'll fit right in.
Excellent. Well, very cool. Keith Nelson, Buckcherry guitarist with us this evening. Let's crank up some Buckcherry for maybe some stragglers making their way into the show. Right now, let's go with this one from the new album, Black Butterfly, and Too Drunk, the rock station TK101. Thank you so much. Very cool, Keith. Thanks.